Going live. You're live. It says we're live. All right, there it is. Still not loaded on my phone, but that's all right. So Bitcoin yesterday hit a high of $47,280. Yeah, there we go. There we go. $47,280, at least on TradingView. Now, there's a high possibility, I mean, not even a possibility. It definitely went higher on different exchanges due to illiquidity on those exchanges, but $47,000 is absolutely crazy for Bitcoin. And most of the Bitcoin ecosystem has been pumping as well. You can look at different things like Stacks. Stacks is one that's an easy play for people to understand. It's just a layer two on top of Bitcoin. It hit $2.06. This thing has been unstoppable, absolutely unstoppable. Well, I have a small list of plays within the Bitcoin ecosystem, which I've been slowly accumulating. Really, it was this morning I went through and tried to find some solid plays in there. Not all of these are up. Not all of these are riding with Bitcoin yet, but we can reasonably assume that there's going to be some level of a lag, right? When Bitcoin pumps, the king pumps, the dominance goes up, dominance chills for a little bit, and everyone kind of rotates money out of Bitcoin into altcoins. Now, it's easiest for them to rotate out of Bitcoin into the Bitcoin ecosystem. And with the narrative of the ETF coming out, it just makes sense that people are going to want to hold on to Bitcoin to front run the massive amount of money that's going to inflow from TradFi, right? From the stock market. That's not a hard concept for everyone to understand. We go over it all the time. Everyone is going over that aspect. Hey, let's go. Good morning, MK. Good morning, Johnny. What's good, Sawyer? Nico is nears here. Oh my God, we got celebrity in the house. Let's go. Let's go. I'm hyped for that. Welcome, Dream. Happy to have you all in here. My I'm on my laptop, so I got my phone over here with the chat because I only got my one monitor right now. Stacks is killing like crazy. Nico Crew here to back you up. Let's go. Let's go. You guys, if you guys are not paying attention to Near, Nico's Near, Jump DeFi, all of those projects that that team is building out over there, and really the entire ecosystem behind Near Protocol, you're making a mistake. You're gonna end up regretting it. Whether or not you buy into any of it, that's your decision to make. Make your own risk-adjusted decisions for your money, whatever. But you at least need to be paying attention to it because it's going, it's going crazy, guys. It's going crazy. I think it's too difficult to get into anything over there, Stacks, other than Stacks and Alex V2. Yeah, a lot of it's complicated because it's so brand new that they have not reduced the friction or the barrier to entry. And so that does two things. One, it means that it's not going to get a ton of inflows until that barrier of entry is reduced, right? It's just like everything else in life. People, if you have to spend more than like 20 minutes trying to figure something out, most people just brush it off and they're like, screw that. I actually don't care about that. But it also provides opportunity because those of us who are willing to take that extra 20 minutes, take that extra, dare I even say, 2 hours a day to understand how to get in and out of that stuff are going to be able to front run much, much easier. I mean, look at five of these projects on this list. Now, this is not all of Bitcoin's ecosystem. You know that. I know that. This is just a small sliver of it. Five of them don't even have a registered market cap on CoinGecko, and CoinGecko is really good at keeping up with stuff like that. So I can't speak to any of these projects really. One is Ghosty. Ghosty we talked about in the Discord a little bit, and I came on my radar early, like down here when it was about like 60, 80 cents or something like that, right when it launched, I guess. I didn't even know it had been that new at the time. And it skyrocketed up to $2 and has just kind of been fading out since then. Maybe it's an opportunity, but truthfully, it's an opportunity I'm likely going to be missing out on because of that barrier to entry. Like, I don't know that I'm willing to put in thousands of dollars to get into this. And the way that it works, it's like you're trading NFTs, but they're supposed to be fungible tokens rather than non-fungible tokens. It's very, very confusing. The entire thing is kind of complicated, which is why it has that barrier, you know? Good afternoon, fresh cut, my dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Afternoon, dude. Oh man, no. No, no, no. This is 9:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 14 minutes post the time that we go live. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys like making money in crypto, if you guys like alpha, free alpha, you got to make sure that you're subscribed. You got to hit that like button and honestly turn on notification bells because you don't want to miss this kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that makes outsized returns at the peak of the market is when you're paying attention to things that nobody else is looking at early days. My channel is focused specifically on DeSci, but the live streams, we do whatever we want. And I want to talk about cursed inscriptions. Yes, you heard me right. Cursed inscriptions on Bitcoin's blockchain. There are Satoshis which are not counted in the Ordinals protocol. They cannot inscribe on them. It's very, very confusing. Let me know in the chat right now. Are you familiar? Are you familiar with what I'm talking about? You guys have information on ordinals. You guys have information on inscriptions of the Satoshis and the whole NFT system built out, which enables really you can do smart contracts on individual Satoshis. You can now code and inscribe things on individual Satoshis, which are the smallest part of a Bitcoin. You get Bitcoin, everyone knows Bitcoin, there's 21 million Bitcoin. Well, each Bitcoin can be broken up into 100 million Satoshis. And each one of those sats, each one of those Satoshis, also known as a sat, can now be inscribed upon as of early last year, I believe, about a year ago. Yes, let's go. Let's go. No, it's 15:14. I came out of a meeting. Oh, she. Oh man, no. You're up. You're rocking and rolling, my dude. You're rocking and rolling. So, what do I mean by cursed though? What do I mean by cursed? Well, some of those Satoshis were not initially indexed when they counted all the Satoshis to see like what is available on the market. So, in order to get this going, our team had to go back to the very first block of Bitcoin, the very first Bitcoin that was ever mined. That first lot that was 50 Bitcoin that Satoshi mined. You had to go back and index every single sat, every single Satoshi. So the 21 million Satoshi, I mean, not all of them are out. It's like 19 point something million are out. Each one can be broken into 100 million. So the team had to go back and index like 2 billion Satoshis in order to get this going. And they missed a couple. They skimmed over it. The program they used missed a couple. Those cannot be inscribed upon because they were never counted. The system doesn't know that they exist, and so they're known as cursed sats. And as we continue to progress and as people keep inscribing on different satoshis, we uncover more and more. Now, this is something that I literally just found out about. I just found out about this last night, thanks to Will. Yeah, Will here. Thanks to Will. He was talking about it last night because it's such a new thing. I had literally no idea that it existed. Shout out Will. He makes some good music. I leaked his I leaked his song. It's a banger. It's honestly a banger. I'm not gonna play it right now. You guys are more than welcome to go play it if you want to. Go listen to it. But for- thanks for giving me that alpha, Will, so we can talk about it. I'm still learning about it. I'm still reading up. So truthfully, there's a good possibility that some of you guys know a little bit more about it than so please feel free. If you've heard about any of this stuff before, let me know in the chat right now. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. At least put a one if you're familiar with it. And if you know more detail about all of this, please go into detail. Share that alpha right now. Right now. God damn it, right now. Yes, I'm drinking a Ghost energy drink at 9:15 in the morning. That's because I couldn't make coffee. You know I need my coffee every day. All right, now that we've kind of talked about that, we're going to continue to touch on it and we'll go through more and more of them throughout the live stream. But I want to go see if we can find any good setups. I've not been actually taking any trades with you guys, but we've been able to identify different things. Like yesterday, it was clearly a bullish day for Bitcoin, so having found entry points would have been a smart idea. I think I synthetically entered into a Bitcoin long here, but I didn't end up putting in any of my markers, right? I didn't end up drawing, or I might have. It's just on my desktop at home. I think I did. It's just on my desktop at home. So Bitcoin broke out. We took a little trade synthetically. but didn't end up getting anything, and then continued roaring on. Ghost is great. I had a bang this morning. One meetup. Yes, hell yeah, brother. We gotta honestly, we need to do a meetup. Ghost is delicious. I like C4. I know it's a pre-workout, but it gives me that like little tingly. It's got that beta alanine in it, so it makes my skin kind of tingly. Keep grinding. Same cycle as your TikTok. Let's go, Nico's near. Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate that. We got a one from Johnny. Shout out Johnny. Yeah, Bitcoin roared to life after that. It broke out, had a little bit of a retest, kind of faked everyone out there for a second, but if you looked, it was clearly continuing that pattern, continuing that trend upwards. It was it was making higher lows, which is key to see in this. You need to see higher lows in order to have any confluence with the other indicators that you use, right? The price action, the little war that goes on in the market, which is every single candlestick. Every single candle is a little war that is being fought by the buyers and the sellers. And you have clear winners and clear losers. And it's interesting because if you look at these, when the body is full like this, and you see that a candle is completely green, no wick, that's the bulls winning, undoubtedly. That's usually indicative of a sign that we're going to continue roaring up. But obviously, right here, it was not. When you see candles like this, where there's a long wick, that is an indecisive candle. It's known as a doji or a doja cat. Missing a like. God damn it, guys. Who's not liking the live stream? Find them, hunt them down, give me their username. They're blocked. Gone. Imagine it's me. Let me close out of the chat for a second. Nope, I already liked it. I already liked it, motherfuckers. Um, Yeah, so when the war looks confusing like that, that's usually a sign that we're topping out. That's usually, or bottoming out, just depending on what direction it's going. But when you get these Doja Cat candles, when you get those crazy looking wars where there's no clear winner, you need to pay attention for reversals. Look at that volatility. Look at that volatility. A massive dump. I'm curious if that dump coincides with the news release. There wasn't a news release, but someone posted out, I think in my notifications I'll actually get it because I have notifications on for Watcher Guru. 13 Justin Bitcoin ETF applicant Valkyrie, co-founder, says he expects approval on Wednesday and trading on Thursday for the Bitcoin spot ETF. Now that's sus. That's sus because he is absolutely an insider, which means if it comes true, he just leaked that. This is a terrible, terrible thing for him to do, in my opinion, because if that comes true, he just leaked it and could get in trouble for some form of market manipulation. If it's not true, then he just misled everyone, and low key still could get in trouble for market manipulation. So don't know why he would ever do that, but it's clearly been more than 13 minutes since that volatility moment. Yeah, that was an hour and a half ago, but maybe that's when he actually said it. They're just slow on it. You guys like your own stuff. Dream. As a creator, I never liked my own posts because I felt it was cringe. I never liked it, I never saved it, I never commented on any of my own stuff. And then one day, my younger brother said something to me which changed my outlook drastically. He also used to create TikTok videos. He doesn't anymore because he just couldn't handle the smoke. Um, he said, "Why would you post it if you didn't like it?" So since then, I've liked every single thing that I've posted. Every single thing that I've ever posted, I've liked and saved. And it truthfully helps with the algorithm because it gets the ball rolling. And then psychologically, no one ever wants to be first to something. Usually people, I mean, there's that crew of people who want to like have notifications on and speed run stuff to be first. But generally speaking, normal people who've never seen your stuff don't want to be first. So if you post something, like it. Just get the ball rolling for everyone. So far today, Bitcoin's been just chopping around, completely ignoring the VWAP, ignoring our VWAP, but that's all right. It's just it broke out yesterday and it's holding it. So as long as we continue to hold the higher highs that we continue to put in for Bitcoin, don't bet against it. It doesn't make sense to. Now, there's a little bit of an argument that it's losing some steam here, but truthfully, right now there's just too much indecision to make concrete bets like that. You need to be extremely conservative with how you enter and exit the market. If you're FOMOing into positions right now, you're asking to get wrecked because you've had literally a year to establish yourself in the markets. If you're FOMOing in at the all-time highs, it's not all-time highs, but like local highs, you're just you're just asking to get wrecked. It's not a long-term strat that you can continue to follow. Oh, full send it then. I'm gonna like that. That's funny. Also, I like Nagato. All right. We don't need that. Well, we don't need that. That was kind of funny actually, but we don't need that here. Let's go ahead and skim through everything. Nope. Here. Don't understand why my notifications are always on. So, Bitcoin, Ethereum's bearish as hell today. Be careful with Ethereum. The direction is clearly downwards on that. We got Solana, which is way more obviously in an uptrend today. Solana looks very solid for trades, to be honest. So does Ethereum, just to the downside. I would look for a long entry price on Solana here for a little day trade action. I imagine the volatility is good too. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, you got plenty of room to run for that. Engine's having a tough time right here. I would expect some sort of a rejection from the VWAP on Engine here. Aave is bleeding. Aave is not looking good. Aptos is even more bleeding. That looks way worse than Aave. Arbitrum, same thing. It's funny because Arbitrum and Aptos usually look very similar on the charts. We got another Bitcoin entry somehow. Let's go ahead and remove that one. We don't need two BTCs. H bar looking brutal. So altcoins are bleeding against Bitcoin, which means Bitcoin dominance is definitely roaring, which is why you should be paying attention to Bitcoin ecosystem. Yep, Bitcoin dominance is doing really well. Let's look at Stacks. Stacks is holding up, nothing too crazy. Do they have Ordi on it? Oh, I'm curious Ordi to Bitcoin. Okay. All right, Ordi divided by Bitcoin is looking beautiful, although I don't even think that's true. Where's the live trading? I thought there was supposed to be a live trading button here. Sui. Sui's definitely been stalling out here for a little bit. The RSI is still pretty up there, but nothing too dramatic on the daily. You can go into the minute though. Ooh. That does look like a good entry point. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. That looks like a really good entry point, actually. Good call out. Good call, Johnny. Yeah, that looks solid as hell. I know it's not been following the VWAP perfectly, right? But if you look every single time it's come above the VWAP here, it's only gone up 1% back there, 1.3% there, and then here it was 1.6%. So it's gaining a little bit of momentum above the VWAP here, but it's continued to get rejected by that trend line that we just put here. One, two, three, four, 5 times now it's been rejected, and it's gone just straight down afterwards. So I would expect a pretty solid return from that. Entering at the VWAP, coming down to this area of contention down here. What percent gain was that? You're looking at 2.5% gains potentially. And if we come back up to break above this trend line, it's 1.75. So not a great risk to reward. I might wait a second to see a better entry point, but definitely not bad at all. I'm getting excited, guys. I'm getting excited. I'm curious what the poly market bet looks like. World's largest prediction market, Bitcoin ETF approved by January 15th. Damn. So again, I hedged with $285 on no, it would not go through. which means I think I'm up a little bit right now. I don't want to log in because I don't have my login credentials. They're on my other computer. But if it doesn't get approved by the 15th, I make bank. That $285 turns into $1,600. So low-key banking on it not getting approved, but at the end of the day, that's just a hedge for the entire portfolio. If it does get approved, I'll make so much more money than that 285 that I lose. It's not even close to being funny. I'm looking to see if we can get an entry point back up here. That's ideally where we'd see it. Well, well, well. Look who's alive and awake over there. We got, oh yeah, baby, half an hour into it. We got BCB in the house. I'm glad that the counter's in front of him. He can't see his pants, whether or not he's got it or not. Cannot confirm nor deny. I'm in BCB's house right now. Looks like I got cucked. Looks like I got cucked. We're continuing that movement downwards. I was hoping we get a little bit of a bounce and then rejection up here. I was hoping the VWAP down here would come back up to retest and then continue downwards. So I'll be patient. I'll be patient. Maybe it still happens, but that right there kind of negates it. Right dream? Kind of sus. You never know what happens in this place. You never know what's going to happen in this place. We got Will in the house too. Will might even come out here. William Laurent. What's good? I was shilling your song a minute ago. Yeah. 10 out of 10. High key recommend. Yep. It's going straight down. So if anyone entered that trade, it would have been a good position, but I did not enter it. Cryo Nana. Absolutely we are. Bullish on Cryo Dow, that's for sure. What's the Miami Aliens update? I think somebody came out and have made a video saying that they lied about it. They lied about that, and then it's all that creature that crawled across the street looked like a CGI creature. Unfortunately, we didn't make it down to Miami to verify for ourselves. We want to do a Miami trip today? Oh God. So there's someone from Hair Dow lives down there. We could go meet up with Hair Dow. Hope it 10x's. I also hope CryoDAO 10x's. That would be nice. 100x it. CryoDAO closes in 6 days. Yeah. On the 15th, they are no longer accepting funding. I don't know if that is, I don't remember right now if that's the exact date that they're going to begin the token launch and everything, but they do stop the funding at that point. Nice catch. They've raised almost $1 million, guys. Low key, let's see if we can get CryoDAO up to $1 million. Look at that. Total payments is 404 ETH. I guess all it's going to take is Ethereum going up like 10% for it to be at $1 million raised. How crazy is that? It looked like it was starting to flatline, and then about 2 days ago, people started pouring ETH in again. Someone came in with that 15 ETH 4 hours ago. Never, screw 2 days ago. People are coming in hot. I sure wish that like a platform were to come out eventually where I could take the wallet address of this person, copy the wallet address, and like go plug it into some sort of platform that would be able to track to see how many times they've put money into CryoDAO. That would be pretty lit, actually. If there was some way that somebody would come up with a tracking platform, you could just go scoop. Oh, that'd be crazy. Sign up for early adoption on Blocks right here, blocksolutions.app. You won't regret it. You're going to get a lot of alpha coming out. A lot of big things coming very soon. So definitely at least put your email in this. At least put your email in there if you want access to it. If it started at $1 million market cap, 10x is just 10 million. That's really good math, Humbled. I'm really proud of you there. 10 million is that would be unfortunate if they printed more tokens, but 10 million is still wildly small, guys. 10 million is about the same market cap as Data Lake, up 30% today. Hell yeah. $12 million market cap. Data Lake has been roaring to life. A 10x would be crazy. I put one full ETH into the CryoDAO sale. If I could get out 10 ETH, I would I'd be a happy boy. I'd be a very happy boy. Imagine it 100x's, you get out 100 ETH. Imagine all the science they could fund with that much funding. $1 million. Yeah, because BCB froze a banana. That's the only reason it's gonna do well. That seemed staged. Well, nothing is staged. Nothing is staged in the slightest. You just roll with the punches. Yeah. Cryo Nana. It's gonna be funny as hell though. And low key, not even low key. I think it's a great idea. I'm a fan of it. Except that X's search algorithm is so bad. What do you mean it's Cryo Nana? I literally follow. Yeah. X is off. Bearish on X's search algorithm. Reddit is so bad. I'm waiting on this Sui short. That was a really good call out, Johnny. That was a really good call out. I missed the entry point, but hopefully you guys all did not miss the entry point as well. No, 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 no. Do you know when we have public sale for Axon DAO? I'm in with 1 ETH. God damn, oh man. Um, I don't know the exact date. I do know that you should pay attention and listen. If you go in my Discord, I was actually just talking with Chris, who is one of the higher ups at Axon DAO, and he is looking for help with their marketing. And so he asked me if I would reach out in the Discord to see if anyone's down with some copyright knowledge or copyright experience. I'm assuming to kind of help with their X account because they definitely need a little bit of help with getting posts up and getting marketing. So if you're interested in an opportunity to get involved directly with the team over on Axon, hit me up in the Discord. Do it publicly because it drives engagement in the Discord. But like actually, bro, the dude who is CEO is owner of CryoPet. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. The team behind CryoDAO is stacked beyond belief. It's a cryogenic project. I don't have the power. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Um, there was something else even on top of that. There's a lot of stuff going on with it. There's a lot of stuff. Oh. There is a an article coming out on CryoDAO in BCB Telegram, or not Telegram, but Patreon. Not to shill his thing, but yeah, it is $5. Exactly, exactly. You guys have to find it though. I'm sorry, I don't want to find it right now. No one's allowed to share it. I'm sure you could find it if you really put your feet to the ground, but go over to BCB's X. On your way there, though, make sure you stop by this investor. I know, that's my handle on X. And like Flynn, ask BCB when he's dropping his next track. It's gonna be a fire diss track. It's gonna be funny. Come on, guys. We know it's a diss track. You don't have to you don't have to front. Oh man. All right. You guys have questions. Let's do some TA on what you guys have up in store for today. That made sense. Let's do some TA on your guys' portfolio. I was looking at Engine today. Engine cannot be stopped. INJ, not engine, but whatever it's called. Engine literally just continues to break out constantly. It's at all-time highs again. It's kind of having a little bit of difficulty breaking this all-time high, but it peaked above for a split second here. I This is going to be one of the sleepers. I mean, it's no longer a sleeper, but it was one of the sleepers. It was literally down at $1 during the bear market. You could have picked this thing up for $1.20, and now it's at $43.
And guess what? It's probably gonna go above 100 too.
Oh, absolutely. Its market cap is still only like 1.5 billion. Like, I don't think people are ready for how high market caps are about to get for the top 10. Like, these are all going to be approaching 100 billion dollar market caps. Imagine Doge, imagine Doge hits $100 billion market cap, gets bigger than, I don't even know, Visa.
I think shooting in might do it. We'll see. Honestly, money cycle is really interesting. I think the only thing saving Doginals, that you know,
Doginals. You know, I didn't even realize that the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade would impact Doge like that. I think it's awesome. XRP go down yet? XRP just bleeds, dude. XRP just bleeds.
if you like making money, you're not an XRP. I'll tell you that.
Humbled, why would you retract a message? Now I can't read it.
That's hilarious. You retracted a message.
Oh, I think I actually might have already read it. I just didn't acknowledge it, and so he deleted it. I'm sorry, man. I will be honest here, though, just objectively, I don't like XRP as an investment, but objectively looking at the chart here, it's at a low that has been a support for all of 2023 and going into 2022 even. So if you were to be scooping some for a trade or anything, right now would probably be not the worst time to be scooping some in anticipation of some FOMO hype cycle that comes into XRP, causing it to pump up to a $45 billion market cap again, which, let's say you grabbed here, you're kind of risking it breaking this trend line, which I don't think is super probable, a 10% loss, or it coming back up to that prior resistance level, which would be a 43% gain. So definitely not the worst trade opportunity I see out there. It's been, despite us memeing on it all the time, it has just been consistently putting in higher lows. So it's trucking along. But when you compare it to things like Research Coin, I'm not gonna do that just because. Uh, what am I on? TradingView doesn't have it. I think number can go much more crazy this time because we had such a bad inflation. I feel we can add at least 25% to our expectations numbers. Loki, I don't think you're wrong at all in that in saying stuff like that. People are kind of bearish on all of crypto right now. Even despite being super bullish, a lot of people still don't even think Bitcoin's going to make it to 100,000. Like there's a large subset of people in crypto who don't think it's going to make it to $100,000. And I don't think people fully understand. Aaron was talking about this yesterday, how if you look for Google Trends on crypto and Bitcoin and all the stuff that we're in, normies have yet to actually enter. The Google Trends have yet to actually start picking up. Now, I haven't looked to verify it, but I'm going to take Aaron at his word for this. Like it's still just us in our little niche circle jerk excited about crypto. That's all it is right now. We're driving it right now. Normies, normies are gonna skyrocket the price of this stuff. Once they get in, start seeing everything. Once people at your jobs start asking you if they should buy Bitcoin again, the price is gonna be well above 100,000 in my opinion.
100,000.
100,000. 100 bands.
10 100 bands.
Am I ever gonna get ICP under $10?
Nope.
My man. My man.
Think no. Then again, you're asking the man who's starting against ETF.
This trading view chart looks miserable for ICP. I didn't realize how far back it went. Well, look at that wick on it. ICP, the trading view chart, has it up at 3,000.
So yeah, it's marching back up though.
Oh no, I know. It's doing work. It's putting in work.
You had a lot of resistance at 10.
Yeah, it did.
it bounced off of that nicely.
I'm glad this was like a pivotal point for it. If it had broken back down to like six, I would have been very
It
disappointed with what was
definitely would.
happening. Yeah. I wouldn't bank on getting it for under 10 again. We've had how long to get it to under 10? Let's go to the daily.
There's too much money sidelined right now.
We had since May of 2022 to accumulate ICP under 10. Under $10 has been my price point where I felt very comfortable with the risk to reward. And so that's when I started stacking it, was when we had broken under 10. I really went heavy when we broke under 5. I did not buy anything down at $3 though, which is a little bit sad, but honestly, I'm fine with not catching the exact bottom on this stuff. I don't think we see it under 10 again, unless we see a massive correction in all of Bitcoin, which I am kind of expecting. So maybe we do. Hedge my predictions here on the channel. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Who knows? Coin toss. It's very close though. Ultimately, if ICP were to run up to $100, $150, are you going to care if you bought it at 10 or 12.92? I don't think so. Not an endorsement for you to buy anything. Make your own financial decisions. I'm a guy live streaming on YouTube with 10 people in the chat, and one of them is me. So invest your money however you want.
I heard this investor passed his Series 7.
Not yet, but that is on my bucket list. I would
Me
love to
too.
become a certified financial advisor. That would actually be lit. Also on my bucket list is to create a course that teaches about crypto that is credible with the certification that comes after the fact, in which you could go get employment having now known about cryptocurrency. But
Maybe
that's like the 10-year long thing.
maybe that's good. What is cosign?
I could see it doing actually very well. I could see co-signing of it, yeah. We will see though. That's on like not this cycle, maybe next cycle, if there even is a next cycle.
Yeah, there will. I'm not on this.
Out. I just mean the ETF is likely to smooth it all over.
Only thing you're gonna be smoothing over is the peanut butter in my ball sack.
Okay. What the hell, man? And on that note, unless you guys have any important questions here, I think I'm going to wrap up this live stream. The classroom I intend on holding tomorrow, which it might have to be super late in the day, or I might get postponed until Thursday. No promises on it being definitively on Wednesday, but the classroom that we're hosting this week is going to be on Bitcoin's ecosystem. So I'm going to accumulate a handful of Bitcoin projects, Bitcoin ecosystem related projects, DeFi on Bitcoin, in which I want to discuss with you guys things that I think are worth paying attention to. Just like we did with the gaming platforms, we went over like Lit Labs or Nakamoto Gaming or I forget the third one. We went over three platforms for decentralized gaming, which I think are worth paying attention to, that are small enough in which you could get a 10, 20, 50x. Peanut butter, not again. Oh God. God. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully, this was a worthwhile stream to invest your time into. I will see you guys a little bit later today and in tomorrow's.